So we do it both ways. We do a lot of online sessions. We also do a lot of offline sessions, depending on what the organization's requirement is. So for a lot of corporates right now, the online platform is so rampant. So we have been working across the country, helping organizations create POSH awareness. And we are also doing offline sessions in case, especially if there are a lot of workers involved. So they're not very comfortable with the technology. There we go there and conduct these sessions. So we're doing it both ways.
Excellent. So, learning institutions, getting girls to understand their rights. But what's interesting and horrific is that, so in the UK, there was figures released by, there's a Freedom of Information Act, and between 2015 and 2018, the police were investigating 5,000 sexual attacks, including rape in school.
Oh my God.
And 2,000 of those cases, the perpetrator and the victim was below 10. So, yeah, so there is something going on at the very core of the way boys and girls are raised. There was another book I read actually called The Authority Gap. I won't show you now, but it was saying in there that when men and women are producing the same, say they've got a sales target, men are promoted 14 times more than women and given pay rises 10 times more than women, producing exactly the same result. So this sense of entitlement, this sense of I'm better than you and therefore you have to accept my behavior, that's something, that's the sort of toxicity that seems, and I was going to say cultural, but it's not, because as I said earlier, the same thing happens in this country, in America, in any of the developed economies, really. So I suppose the best we can hope for this discussion is, so I'm just going to look down the camera myself as well and just do a little thing. So essentially, me and Shivani have done this talk to introduce women and men in India specifically about the POSH laws, and that is prevention of sexual harassment. So if you're a woman watching this, if you are a dean or a head of a university, you want to reach out to Shivani, because as she just discussed, when you have various problems circulating round, it damages the brand of your business. And in the same way, if you have students that are harassing female students, does that also apply the law, Shivani?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So essentially, if you're a woman or a girl in education or in work, and you've had something that made you feel uncomfortable, but you felt isolated, reach out. Because if the cases are open and shut cases because you've got their WhatsApp messages and things they've sent you, but 70% of you are currently not complaining, then what we want to do with this discussion is to encourage more and more and more women to regain their power, because victimizers, abusers, bullies, what they do is they take your power away and they make you feel isolated. And you are not isolated. You are part of a huge community. And what I'd say is, if you copy in or tag in SocialMeToo, if you're on LinkedIn, to anything you're getting which is unpleasant or makes you feel uncomfortable, then I will respond to that and make that person regret their choices, I think is the best way of putting it. So Shivani, because it's the two of us today and not broader discussion, which we will have in the future, what are the last few points that you think would really help someone who's suffering?
So I think the first thing, like you rightly said, is you're not alone in it. A lot of women face sexual harassment every single day. Please understand it's not your fault, and it is something that should not be happening to you. So stand up for yourself, speak up against sexual harassment. There are a lot of social security measures that government has provided for protecting women against any kind of harassment. Please be vocal about it. Find out the right ways that the government has for protecting you. Go on for it. Protect yourself. Be an inspiration for other women as well. If you find any woman who's being harassed, support her there. Please don't judge women based on what is happening to them. Support them out. And if you want, you can reach out to me at any point of time if you're facing any kind of sexual harassment. We'll try and help you as much as possible.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, well, listen, thank you very much for the discussion today. I'll make sure you've got copies of this interview to load on your LinkedIn channel, and I'll also do it on the SocialMeToo channel as well. And then in the next few weeks, we'll try and make sure we have the broader discussion with various other women that it relates to, because I think it's a very important area.
Absolutely.
Quick question before we finish. Do you know the ratio of male to female politicians in the government in India?
So as of now, we just talk about the chief ministers in our country.
Yeah.
So there is only one woman chief minister, rest are all male. It's a really sad scenario.
Yeah. We're 30% in the UK, so better, but not good. Not good.
Yes.
All right. Well, look, thank you very much for your time and giving the information to help women. Women out there, if you're watching this, reach out to Shivani, follow SocialMeToo. You'll understand that you're part of, unfortunately, a large group of people that suffer this. And once you realize that there are so many other women experiencing the same things that you are, you'll go, oh, me too. And that's where the whole Me Too, the social Me Too, the Me Too movement as it started, was all about getting women who were victims of abuse and rape to stand up and join. So I'll see you again, LinkedIn family. Let's wave goodbye, Shivani.
Thank you. Thank you
Bye,
so
everyone.
much. Thanks
Lovely.
for having me.
Yeah, no problems. Right. And I